Welcome to A Date with Danu right here on High TV. All made possible by our friends at Lanka Bell. Thank you so very much for joining us. Big shout out to the Kingsbury Hotel for giving us a space. Not forgetting ARC and of course Imtiaz Designers and Jonathan Studios for those excellent photographs. Today on the show I have a pair. Now these two are very tall and you can see them from wherever in Colombo, and at the same time they have a very unique bond that makes them so much more special. I'm happy to have the stunning sisters, Dinesh and Dinushka, on the show. All right. Welcome, Dinesh. Thank you so very much for coming on the show.
My pleasure.
To start things off, what happened to Red Banana?
Red Banana is a Kuwaiti-based company,
Okay.
And it was easier for the management to work directly with Europe rather than me flying through Kuwait once a month, twice a month. So they are working with Selfridges at the moment,
Okay.
And I angle, oversee, give them ideas. But it's rare that I get involved going to Kuwait anymore, which I was doing until 2014.
Right. But Red Banana it's your brand.
No, it's not. It's not. I was the creative director, but
Okay.
it's a Kuwaiti-owned company.
Right, okay. I still remember you showcasing a collection at a hotel, I think a few years ago.
Right.
And that was the first time I saw Red Banana. Those were
Right.
these very straight cut, very self-colored
Yes.
outfits.
Yes.
Am I correct?
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
I think there were beauty queens who flew down.
Yes, it was Miss India. Cinnamon brought them down.
My memory is rocking.
Yes.
All right. So how is life these days? We see a lot of you on social media. You have really, what can I say, not capitalized, but made the best out of it. What made you fall in love with Facebook?
I think with Facebook, with Instagram, with any of the social media outlets, I believe in using it positively. I believe in just giving my own message, and how people utilize that, of course, is their freedom. That is part of living in an evolved society. So with Facebook and Instagram, it's usually my food and my dogs and quite personal and of course work related. But it's an excellent tool, and it's a matter of using it correctly to just imbue positivity.
Okay, well, so well said. I think somebody needs to use that on Facebook. This is the slogan. This is why we actually invented Facebook. In terms of your fashion career, do you feel that you are missing out in creating your own pieces more frequently these days?
Actually, I don't, because I worked at Class Collection in LA for 16 years. I dressed some amazing actresses, as some people would know. Did movie costumes for like Miss Congeniality and, you know, quite a few of these Princess Diaries, things like that. So I had the red carpet moments. I attended award shows. In Sri Lanka, I still do design custom, bespoke garments for clients. I can undertake 5 a year because of my time. Because my time and abilities of the team. But also, I think for me with fashion design, we do the same system as we did in LA, which is with a minimum of 3 fittings.
All right.
And it takes time. I asked for 6 months for a garment, so because of that.
I'm so happy I don't dress in dresses. It would have taken a long time.
So because of that, it's a limited number that we can handle per year.
Okay, so somebody needs to really know that they're getting married if they want to get a wedding gown done
Absolutely,
by you.
a last
by
minute.
In 6 months' time, things might change.
Could.
Yeah.
It's happened.
Yeah, I know. Right. On the other side, I have someone who have had so many days of laughter. I had the privilege of traveling with her to Singapore, and I think that's when we really became good, what can I say, laughing buddies. She's definitely a treat to have. On the other side, we're going to be joined by Dinesh's sister. She's always calm, elegant, and so well put together. And she's always the traveling queen, and she loves to shop for Hello Kitty. Don't know why. I'm going to give you the insight to it when we do come back. Dinushka. Welcome back to the show. Stunning, right? She's
Thank
always
you.
so well put together. But we were wondering, we're shooting in the morning and she's in all black, and she was like, don't know what others are thinking right
Clearly,
now. Just
clearly.
coming out of this hotel in this attire.
At 10:30 in the morning.
Yeah. It's been a long day, I tell you.
Or night.
Yeah. Okay, so tell me this thing about, because we got to know each other on this very interesting subject of Hello Kitty.
Yes.
So, you know, when cats grow up, what we call them. But tell me, what's this love towards Hello Kitty?
Well, my daughter, who's now almost 17, was a huge fan of Hello Kitty.
Right.
And no matter where I went on work, traveling, we had to bring home something of Hello Kitty.
Right.
And Danu, we had the pleasure of running around Singapore. Looking for Hello Kitty. And that was an awesome experience.
Yeah, well, I got to know her, and I'm telling you, we have some scandalous pictures because we went on this ride.
Yeah.
There's a picture of me holding on to her chest.
And there's nothing much to hold on to.
Because I was trying to save my specs and myself by just holding this as my only grip. I'm like,
And that wasn't much of a
because
grip.
they take
was
that
it?
photograph when they
Yeah.
cross by, and
Yeah.
that's the only picture we got. We're like, what is happening here?
Not postable.
Not possible at all. At that time, Facebook was not trending.
Yeah,
no.
that's true.
So we didn't have much pictures too. Like those days, we are the type who takes the picture, you bring it home,
Yes.
then you research on it and put only one.
That's right.
I
yes.
went to Singapore.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
No
one of those.
albums. and
No, not
immediate
instant
yes,
photos.
uploads.
Yeah.
None of those happened. All right, so tell me about this connection that the two of y'all have. Y'all are so close, and y'all are like, y'all all tagged on all the pictures. Even if there's a carpet, and if it involves your family, all of them are in it.
Yeah.
So tell me about this bond. The two of y'all are so connected. And how did it all start? Because I know that your mum was in the travel trade.
Yes.
And after you all lost her, you all became the figures for each other.
I think all along, I'm 2 years older,
I
so
would have never thought.
Thank you,
Stop
Danu. I'm
it.
sitting right here.
stop it.
I'm used
told
to
me
it.
to say that.
I've grown up hearing that all my life, so I'm
Really,
quite
so
used to
You
it.
look gorgeous.
Always, she looks
Yeah,
gorgeous always.
because I can't see clearly.
Being 2 years older, we've always been very close. It's been the two of us, and I think as a family we've been through a lot. My mother was very hardworking, and she instilled in us certain values.
Yeah.
And we are combined in believing in that value system. We're very spiritual. We have deep belief systems, and also I think we support each other through thick, thin, and everything in between, because we've each had our ups and downs, and
Yeah.
maybe things that we don't agree with, but the steadfast knowing that the other person is there for you gives immense strength. I
And
think-
loving each other no matter what.
Yeah.
Like I said.
And for you, I think in life, you have had ups and downs
Of
in
course.
terms of relationships and all of this. What sort of kept you together? Because there's when somebody says your name, they always think of you as very, very well behaved and so etiquette and so beautifully spoken. How did that come about?
That's nothing but God. I'm a big believer and absolutely think that it's His love and His power and His grace that has kept us through and seen us through a lot of things. And sometimes as human beings, we think that we don't have that spiritual being who is always there for us. But that is there. It's very present. And I think even day to day in today's day and age, in the context of what's happening right now,
Knowing that
if
there's
we
someone taking care of you.
and that spiritual covering
God,
is
speak
over
to
you, it's very difficult. So that's something that has kept us extremely grounded
And blessed.
blessed,
Very
very
blessed.
blessed.
All right, let's get into the sticky situ. We ask a few of those questions as well on this show right now. welcome back. So, I wanted to speak to Dinesh about something very important, and of course your side to it as well, because it's one of the most, it's a part of your life, and I'm so grateful that you gave me the permission to speak about it. Transition is a huge thing. How was it for you?
Actually, for me, it's been very easy, Danu, because I've had the loving support of an amazing family. My sister, my dad, my niece, who is obviously of a generation where you are permitted to be who you are.
And she has also taken off after y'all's height, no?
She has, which is a good thing.
Yeah,
You're very tall.
Yeah,
So are you.
you should be.
But, like, she's also going to have problems finding a man.
Having to wear flats.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's been a wonderful journey. It's been me coming into my own, and I'm 47 years old, and I firmly believe that.
Now see, she said it. Otherwise, you would have never known how old you are.
So do the math.
Yeah.
47 minus 2, you know how old I am.
I would have never guessed otherwise.
So it's something that I'm just being myself. I'm being authentic, and that is something that I believe every human being should have the ability to do.
How was it for you this time when she would have spoken to you for the first time and embracing it and running through with it? And I'm sure you know how Sri Lankans would always want to ask a question from the sister than asking from Dinesh itself.
Well, funnily enough, Danu, from the time we were kids, I mean, it's almost the knowing the unknown kind of thing. Even though you don't verbally say it, like from our baby days, I kind of knew.
Right.
And as we grew up, you get more and more aware of it. And funnily, not a lot of people have actually asked me anything. They just want to know, should we say your sister or not? And I'm like, yes, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. And if you are happy in being who you are, that is the first step of being a nice person to the rest of the world.
That
because
is true.
when you are happy in who you are, you can be nice to everyone else. And
otherwise you're just so
others
bitter.
you're
And
exactly,
so,
when you have to
Which is not a
hide
good
or
look.
I know.
it's not so, we embrace it. And like I said, like Dinesh clearly said, Tehani is of a generation where sometimes, you know, even her friends would say, that's your aunt, right? And then she would say, yeah.
And that's
it's,
amazing.
It's, yeah.
And that's the right definition of being cool.
correct.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Yes.
All right, let's get into a break. On the other side, we're going to speak a little bit about education. Dinesh also teaches, and let's speak a little bit about where that is taking us today. All this and more, of course, on the other side, right here on A Date with Danu. All right, I'm going to ask the sisters to give me some free publicity for this show. That's how we like to roll. So how it's going to work is they're going to update their statuses on Instagram, on Facebook. I hope it's not blocked for you all to see something. Kitty, 39 and looking gorgeous. Tell me, how was it? You know, you had to bring up your daughter most of
Yes.
the time by yourself,
Yes.
and you had to fill all the shoes. How was it
Yes.
for you? You would type something about me.
I'm done.
Really? No, no,
Yes.
type.
I typed.
Oh,
I said, fabulous, Danu.
this one is quickly finished, man. Okay, now you tell me.
Well, it was actually, again, the support of the family that has always been so tremendous that we did our best to take care of Tehani and to not make her feel like she was missing anything in her life. It's hard. I mean, it's not easy.
And she's a brilliant dancer.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
And try and do our best. But like I said, it's the blessings from God and family. That was my strength.
Now, your teaching, you are so heavily involved in it. There's always an update about a sketch, about a lecture, about a gift.
Yes.
Tell me about when did you start? Have you you got into it recently?
I've been at Raffles Colombo since 2010, and it is, I think, the next step for any of us who have done well in fashion design or in any career. I'm also the academic lead, so that gives me the opportunity to make sure that within all our programs, the students thrive. And from the fashion design perspective, I program coordinate fashion design. And I think, you know, the youth is our future, and the way they think, the way they move through life, whether it be professional or otherwise, they need to have the right guidance.
So you definitely teach more than fashion.
I teach more than fashion because we also have different modules, history of costume, things like that, which are wonderful. So
Yeah, that's true. Great. So let's get into what's on their Facebook. We did some digging. Let's get some answers on the other side. What's on their Facebook? Now, we did some digging. Now, you eat like a whole savan.
I used to when I was not vegan.
Now
No,
you're
it's a
vegan.
vegetarian savan.
Yes.
Ah, really? Those are vegetarian
They're
savans?
vegetarian savans, yeah.
How long did this transformation take?
This took about a year and a half.
Really?
Yeah.
I can eat a carrot and I'll put on weight.
No.
man.
It took about a year and a half, and also looking at that now, that is, I think, a little too
Thin, no?
thin.
Yeah.
But I was healthy. I mean,
I don't know. I was worried even print it. I thought you might break.
no. Break the printer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look the same.
Do I? Thank
She always
you.
does. Yes.
You actually
Thank
look
you.
the same.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a compliment, but
Can you
I will
suppose
take
one?
it as a
it's just that
compliment.
we have
Yeah.
like this relationship.
Yeah.
That people should know that, otherwise they might think I'm rude to you.
No, then
Yeah, how old was she at this time?
She was about 2.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought she was.
You have also had a complete transformation.
Oh my God, where did you find that?
I can always find things. When was this?
That was when I was bridesmaid 26 years ago
Wow.
for my classmates.
She looks so much more fabulous now.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. I thank you.
That's baby days.
Yeah, baby days.
Yeah. That is, I think, one of my favorite pictures ever because it's the day Tehani was born.
Right.
And I was terrified to carry her, as you can see. I'm exactly. And I think about 3 seconds later, they took her out of my arms because I was like really scared. Tiny. Wonderful memory.
All right. How to compete with this man?
Clearly, I settled for being the older sister. That's it. That
What
was
is
it.
this?
Yep.
That is
Halloween.
It is one of the Versace chainmail dresses that I wore to a party at Halloween in
Legs
LA
up to the
about
roof.
exactly. I wore it about 20 years ago, maybe.
Really?
Yeah.
No more, maybe.
Look at her now.
Yeah.
Bombshell, no?
She's a good girl.
She definitely
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Now, we see these pictures on Facebook. You also put really of
No
you.
chance. You want me to compete with that? Seriously? No way.
Just put one or two. I'll share it.
Me channeling Twiggy. I was having a moment where I was inspired by the 60s and the 60s supermodels. So, yeah.
Final picture.
That is Chaitya and I eating, I think it was breakfast somewhere. I think it
Yeah,
was with
he has
my
swallowed
dad.
everything. There's
Yeah,
nothing.
that was
there.
with my dad, and he was sitting in front of us. The usual breakfast, and I think that
That's
is
in
at
Grand.
Taproben.
Are you the type who bothers people to take pictures of you, or you are like just
No, I'm prepared. Always.
poor people who have to take the pictures? There are no
Hello.
selfies.
Even my
Hello.
stepdad, who's really not the best with mobile phones, has got it down now.
Wow.
Because he's taken so many pictures.
My God,
Yeah.
poor soul. I'm going to give
Exactly.
this to y'all. Y'all can keep this.
Thank
It's
you
really-
so much, my darling.
Thank you.
So tell me, you are in the tourism sector. How has it been for you?
When we started the magazine, the trade magazine, Travel and Tourism, which was almost 17 years ago, it was a time of turmoil in Sri Lanka. But still we started it because the industry needed
to grow and
a
it needed
voice
to-
that would take Sri Lanka tourism to the international trade shows. And so we started it. Then of course things got really better and we had 10 years of absolute bliss. And now again we are faced with a issue
How
that
is the inner situation?
Actually, the impact of it from the international community, we've got a lot of support and a lot of positivity.
And also they are still loving this country,
Oh,
which is
absolutely,
amazing.
Who
absolutely.
wouldn't? We have
Yeah.
an amazing
Absolutely.
country.
And we will continue to strive, move forward, and keep promoting Sri Lanka the same way we have been,
Excellent.
without stopping.
And she's running off to another country this evening. But thanks for giving your time.
My
Let's get
pleasure.
into one word. There's some fun questions to answer.
Looking forward.
Welcome back to the show. I'm going to start with the younger one.
Visually or
35 now.
technically?
You're looking 35.
Thank you, Danu. I gets better and better.
Definitely. All right. Who do you think is prettier, Dinesh or you?
Dinesh.
One pickup line which Dinesh has used, which has never worked when you have tried it yourself.
I can't think of a line that didn't work.
Who spends more time dressing up?
Dinesh.
Describe the Colombo society life in one word.
Complicated.
If you had to become an animated object for an year, what object would you choose to become?
Animated object or like an animated
Animated
character?
object.
Object. I think I would go with Ariel.
Now to you. Rank them in order. Indiyapa, Sonali Dharmavardhana, Yolande Aluvihare, Charini Suryake, and Ramona Ushini.
I hope I can remember everyone.
Indi, Sonali, Yolande, Charini, Ramona.
I would rank Yolande right at the top because I think she's also a pioneering designer who's had longevity. Longevity counts for a lot. I love Charini's work, very wearable. Sonali does beautiful batiks and I love batik. Who else do we have?
Ramona, Indi.
Ramona and then Indi.
All right. Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week or Colombo Fashion Week?
Colombo Fashion Week.
What's your favorite cheesy pickup line?
I don't think I've ever used a cheesy pickup line, so there aren't any.
Describe the brand High in one word.
Fabulous.
Do you think of yourself as being naughty or nice?
Very naughty.
All right. That's about it. That sums up everything. Anyway, thank you so very much for being
You
here.
had the combination today, naughty and nice.
Exactly. Exactly. Yes. Yes.
Thank you so very much for being here.
Pleasure.
Pleasure.
I always enjoy my time with you. It's,
Thank you.
Like whenever I see her at like a
We gravitate
press meeting
to
or
each other.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
somehow sit next to each other.
Yes.
We laugh.
We
She
haven't
will-
been sent out yet.
Yes, and she will never say anything bad about someone,
No.
but she'll always find humor in that moment,
Yes.
and she's always shocked with the things that I have to say.
you.
But that's not between you and me, the conversation we have had. People, ears will bleed. But thank you so very much. Thanks for
pleasure.
being so. Thanks for coming. It has been amazing.
Absolutely.
Thank you for having
Today,
us.
apparently, there are so many red flags put all
Yes.
over, but it's always good to have you here. Enjoy and do what y'all are
Thank you.
doing, and hope to have y'all on more of my shows.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much,
Danu.
Danu.
Thank
it was
you
a
very much.
pleasure.
Continue
Thank
looking
you.
beautiful.
Thank you.
You too.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks. I knew that. Before we wrap things up on the show, big shout out to all our sponsors. Thanks for making this show possible. Until we see you with another cool episode, it's a wrap.